this is Jana here. I am so excited because today it is the first video of our Christmas series, and I'm very excited because this recipe I have been testing and making the best way I could for you guys, and I came up with something awesome, and it's the vegan stuffing. I made it with mushrooms, chestnuts, cranberries, and the vegan meat that we made the other day, the 2-ingredient vegan meat. I used that. Click there if you want to know how it's made. And one of the most important things to represent the Christmas taste, the Christmas vibe, are herbs. So you layer your food with herbs and spices, the hearty wintry ones, and then you mix up with a little bit of a zingy orange zest and some sweets, just to give it a little bit of a kick on your taste buds, you know, and it reminds you that it's Christmas. So that's exactly what I did in this dish. I've had rustic bread. I like it better when it's whole wheat because you have more of that, like I said, rustic taste, and it's more robust. And then I cut it in cubes. For the herbs, I used sage, thyme, chives, and rosemary. All of them fresh. So you chop it up and then set it aside for later. I also chopped some red onions. I like it better for this dish. They're milder and sweeter. The public enemy number one, just kidding, celery. Also chopped it, not so finely because I wanted some bite. And the star of this dish, the mushrooms. You can make a medley, and that's what I did. I have white button mushrooms, which I cut in quarters. If they're too big, like you cut it in bite sizes, remember they're going to shrink. And one of my favorite mushrooms, totally underrated, which is the oyster mushrooms. They are so nutty. They have such a nutty, delicate flavor. And the texture is amazing because it absorbs flavors very well. All right, so now that we have our ingredients out of the way, let's start cooking. Now, my heat is on. On a pan, you add some butter, to which we're going to mix a little bit of olive oil. I love the way the butter melts in a pot. It looks like a ballerina dancing around. Now that it's almost completely melted, olive oil, just a drizzle, and we add the onions. Give it a stir. And now we add the mushrooms. Some salt, because we want the mushrooms to release the water and to caramelize properly. If you don't add the salt right now, this salt that we add now, it is so the mushroom release all the water and then it can brown, because if it has water inside, the water molecules are going to fight with the oil and it's not going to brown, it's going to cook, and we don't want that. All right, and what I want you guys to do now is to have a little bit of patience. Let me lower the heat, because I want caramelization. I want the mushrooms to become completely golden brown, almost all over if it's possible. It's going to take 15 minutes in a medium-low heat. You're gonna have to control that and be around. See, that is pure gold. This goodness, we need that so badly for the taste. All right, now it's the time to add the garlic. You open a space in the middle of the pan and you add the garlic. Stir it a little bit, just to remove the raw edge from the garlic. Now that we have everything golden brown, we're going to add the celery, which is going to cook for about 4-5 minutes more. Like that. Perfect. Now what we're going to do is we're going to deglaze the pan with some strong booze, fortified wine, cognac, sherry wine, anything that you have that it's not sweet, you use to deglaze the pan. Beautiful. 1/4 of a cup, just a little bit. don't worry, you're not going to drink the alcohol, because by now the alcohol is already gone and all we're left with is the flavors of the wine. In my case, fortified wine. Once you see that the wine is almost completely disappeared, you add orange zest. There you go. And stir it through. Smells so nice. And now it's time to add our 2-ingredient vegan meat. And lastly, we are adding our chopped herbs. I don't want the herbs to cook so much. I just want to encourage them to release the aromas and the perfume, and it's working because I already smell them, especially the sage. Now is the time that you try it, taste it. A little bit more salt, just a tiny bit, some pepper. Now we're going to turn the heat off, set it aside, let it cool down, because now we're going to put everything together with the breadcrumbs and pop it in the oven. All right, our mixture has completely cooled down, and we're going to add to the bread. And now we're going to add some vegetable broth, because I want the breads to absorb all the flavors. You can see that it's moist. And now the last ingredients, the cranberries and the chestnuts. I'm using cooked peeled chestnuts. You just squeeze the chestnuts like that, not so much because we want to bite on them. And this baby here is ready to be in the oven for 20-25 minutes at 350 degrees Fahrenheit. There you go, looking good. Now you just flatten it up and it's ready to go to the oven. And here we have it. The house smells amazing. It's even my neighbor, she's like, what are you making? Like Christmas stuffing. And let's try this. Whisper what you bring to me. Tell me if you can. Do you really think that I wasn't going to try this without a good old gravy? Of course, you're right, I wouldn't. And if you want to know how to make the heartiest and the most amazing vegan gravy, click there, because I promise you, make it and bring it to your friend's house, to your potluck, and show off how much of a vegan food can be so freaking awesome. Let's see. Oh my god. Oh my god. This is so meaty, so robust, so complex, and so sophisticated, so good. Oh my god, I lack words. Seriously, I'm impressed. I kid you not. This is and the zinginess from the cranberries and from the orange zest. You can even add some orange zest right now or before you serve. It's gonna look even prettier, and it's going to infuse even more the stuffing with those citrusy flavors. I'm amazed. Seriously, I didn't know that it was gonna come out because it's the first time that I try with the gravy. Amazing. I hope you have liked, guys. If you're new to this channel, I'm Jana and we make homemade vegan food. Easy. 90% of the times, 90% of the times affordable. No, I'm kidding. It's all the time easy and all the time affordable. And welcome. Please subscribe if you haven't done so. Hit the bell button so you get notified every time I post a new video. And thank you so much for spending time with me. Thank you for the comments. I try to reply to them all. And if I don't, it's because I haven't seen it. And I see you next time. Have a great week and stay tuned to the next week. See you next time. Bye bye.